Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I am 1 day late. Yes, I am exactly one whole day late. Normally, you see this show. God damn it. I forgot to turn this fucking bell off and stop it from repeating. But, anyways, re- God damn it. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, let's start that over. Today is Monday, November 25th. It is 10:09 a.m. and you're watching the One More Round live chat. My name is Gav. Guess what? Yeah, I'm the guy that's here every week. I am your host. I'm here to bring you MMA news, results, picks, parlays, boxing results, picks, parlays, all that. I'm here to make you money. Sorry I failed this week. I failed you. I failed me. I failed everyone. But it's not my fault. It's Wayne Kong's fault. So, with that being said, uh, let me let a short disclaimer by. I will be finishing this show before 11 a.m., so you will still be able to get back to all your favorites, Morning Combat, Ariel Helwani, all that. I'm just here because I missed yesterday, had to take a mental health wellness weekend after that hellacious card and those early morning hours on Saturday. But we're back. We're back to it, back stronger, better than ever. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, please scan that QR code below. On your left will be for the main card minute with my boy Luke, who will be doing Morning Combat shortly. And then on the right, I'll be scanning from One More Round, this channel right here. Please like, subscribe, all that. If you'd like to follow on social media so you can see the picks, parlays, that is One More Round Fights on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Yes. If you win on this channel, please send them in. One More Round Fights at gmail.com. That is One More Round Fights at gmail.com. And shout out to our sponsor, W.GG. Shout out to our sponsor, W.GG. Quick disclaimer, there is no fighter spotlight this week. Again, sorry, no fighter spotlight this week. There is one story that is interesting. That is Ming on the card. Don't know enough about her for me to make a full fighter spotlight on her. Just found out about her too, so it would be kind of fake to do that. So I decided not to and bring you guys one next week. So sorry about that. No fighter spotlight this week. No fighter spotlight this week. But if I was going to do one, it would have been Ming. It definitely would have been Ming because that finish was crazy. Hope her opponent is okay. Looked like a neck injury to me. I don't know the full details, but we'll get into the card more later. Besides that, let's just get into it, I guess. Let's just get this shit started, right? All right, starting off the card. Petr Yan, also WBC shirt. Petr Yan defeats Deiveson Figueiredo by unanimous decision. 50-45. 50-45, 50-45. Now, it didn't look like 50-45 across the board. It was actually a way closer fight than people would expect. Petr Yan was putting it on Deiveson Figueiredo in rounds 1 and 2. Even land his classic Petr Yan leg sweep takedown from behind. Threw Figueiredo to his back, and even Figueiredo had to laugh because it did happen at the end of the round. So he's like, you really punctuated that one on me, didn't you? You got one on me. So Figueiredo was laughing. He comes out of round 3 looking much better. Much better. He may have even taken that round. He may have even taken it. And round 4, he was landing some good shots too. Round 4 was probably Figueiredo's best round. And then it gave you the air of, is this going to go splitty? Do we need to have somebody punctuate round 5 to win the fight? Because it was getting that close, and it was in a way that you could have possibly given Figueiredo rounds 3 or 4. But Petr Yan did what Petr Yan does, and he came in at round 5. He put it on Deiveson Figueiredo, landed some big shots, pushed them back more, tried to land a couple takedowns at the end, didn't get to keep them down. They got back up to their feet, and then landed a couple more strikes right as the bell rang, and Figueiredo didn't show too much in that last round. He didn't prove that he really wanted it right there. So it was a Petr Yan fight, and Petr Yan won it handily on the judges' scorecards. So Petr Yan has now rifled off 2 wins in a row. 2 in a row, beating Song Yadong and beating our boy Figgy Smalls. So what do we do? What do we do with Petr Yan? Well, he's sitting at 3. Petr Yan's sitting at 3. Very close to a title shot. Sean O'Malley, you just lost. Umar, religion's going to get in the way earlier in the year. So let's not do that guy, and let's not make Merab wait. Petr Yan? Huh. He just beat the number 8 guy. He just beat the number 5 guy. He had a very close split decision fight with the number 1 guy. You know what? Let's march that boy Petr Yan in for a title shot. Former champ. Yeah. Merab, you got you one, buddy. See you in March. Merab, you got you one. Let's go, baby. Yan Dvalishvili. Yan. That's what I want to see next. That is what I want to see next. Petr Yan showing that he's still got a lot in that tank. A lot. 50-45. I mean, you may have lost to Merab in your third to last fight before you beat Yadong. So, hey, let's get that rematch. You've only lost to champions in the last 5 fights. Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili. We don't want to see the O'Malley fight, and O'Malley's out for a little while. Aljamain has moved division since and has 2 wins over you. So, yeah, Merab Dvalishvili looks like the best next fight for Petr Yan. He should be fighting for the title next. And I think they've both agreed to it on social media, so there's nothing left to do but sign the contract. Let's get it. As for Deiveson Figueiredo, we kind of figured that he can hang with the top, but it looks like he's not of that ilk yet. I don't favor a Corey Sandhagen fight for him. Maybe a Marlon Chito Vera fight again. I'm like, yeah, let's just get some rematches and double up the rematches. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what to do with Figueiredo next. He beat he beat Vera, he beat Garbrandt, he beat Font. Right? So around him leaves Sandhagen and Umar. If you want to give him Umar and just basically ruin him at 35. You could do the Cejudo fight too, but I know they train together and they're friends, so I don't think that'll happen. You could do the Yadong fight. Yadong lost to Yan. He lost to Yan. Yeah, let's make the losers fight each other. I say Figueiredo, Yadong, Figueiredo, Bautista. That's about it. Figueiredo, Yadong, or Figueiredo, Bautista. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see. Even Figueiredo, Kyler Phillips. I'll take that too. But yeah, that's the only 2 good fights to make for each of those guys. Let's quickly move on. Wasn't too much to talk about with that fight. Xionan defeats Tabitha Baby Shark Ricci. Yes. I kind of saw this happening. It was 30-27 across the board, and I saw this happening. Even in the video game, it was very apparent that Xionan was much bigger than Tabitha Ricci. And if you watch my UFC P Units stream, you can see exactly how Xionan beat Tabitha Ricci by using her strikes, not letting her get the takedowns, framing off, using big strikes in the clinch, trying to get her with elbows and inside hooks. But Xionan came out with the win just as we expected. Now, I wish I took these as singles. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. I did take them as singles. I did take all my UCP units props as singles, and this is the only one that hit. So, yeah. I mean, not as successful this week. But, I think we're going to keep doing it. It was fun anyways. So, Xionan defeats Ricci. I mean, it was in Macau, China. Did you really think the China woman was going to lose in China to a Brazilian? This former challenger, strawweight, you think she was going to lose to Tabitha Ricci, a much smaller girl in China? These odds should have been like minus 350, minus 400, Xionan, honestly. Honestly. But there was no way she was going to lose this fight. In my opinion, I mean, it didn't go well for the other Chinese natives on the card, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But Yan Xionan defeated Tabitha Ricci and made it look easy, honestly. I never doubted that she was going to win that fight for a second. I'm pretty sure the stats in round 1 was 27-0. That's crazy. For Tabitha Ricci to have been throwing strikes, I definitely saw at least 1 or 2 thrown. And for her to not even land 1, I think it was significant that she landed 0. She probably had like 5 strikes or something, but still 0 is crazy. That's diabolical work from Yan Xionan. That's crazy. But anyways, Yan Xionan, what do we have next for you, my girl? Strawweight's looking pretty fuego at the moment, if we gotta agree. I mean, we got Tatiana Suarez coming back soon. I don't know. But we have Yan Xionan cementing her spot at number 2. We got Virna Jandiroba. I'm pretty sure Virna Jandiroba has a couple wins, right? I remember her streaking, if I'm not. Yeah, 4 wins. She beat Angela Hill, Marina Rodriguez, Lupito Godinez, and Amanda Lemos. So Virna Jandiroba, Yan Xionan, I kind of like that fight. Don't you? That sounds fun to me. That sounds like a grappler versus striker battle. A little what's it called? Homage to the old UFC days. She beat Ricci, lost to the champ, but beat Andrade, beat Mackenzie Dern. So 3-1 in her last 4. That's pretty good to me, even though she lost to the champ. So don't really march her up for a title shot, but maybe one more win over a really good opponent. March her in, maybe a win over Jandiroba, then a win over Suarez. You can march her in there again, depending on what they want to do with the title. Because I don't think Yan Xionan has anything lined up. Right? I mean, sorry. I don't think Weili Zhang has anything lined up right now. So unless they're making that Suarez fight next. Jessica Andrade, I don't like a rematch. I don't want Jandiroba to fight down. So I kind of only see those two should fight next. Yan Xionan and Virna Jandiroba. Now, as for Tabitha Ricci, give her anybody in that 11 to 15 spot. I don't think we reward her with giving somebody above her after that performance. So definitely Jillian Robertson, something like that. Jillian Robertson's a really good fighter too. Definitely putting her hands behind her grappling more. So that might be an interesting fight. Tabitha Ricci. Oh, that would be a rematch. And that's a good fight for Jillian because Jillian's streaking right now. I like that rematch. I really do. I really do. I would take Ricci versus Robertson again. First team all, you know what? Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, give me that. Give me a Dern fight. I'll take me some Dern Ricci. That's fire. I'll take me some Dern Ricci. Dern Ricci sounds good to me. Ricci Pinheiro. I'll take that. Ricci Pennington. I'll take that. If you're going to give her somebody above, give her Dern, but anybody else. And the reason I say that is because I believe Dern's on a losing streak now, right? Let's go check out our girl, Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern. Yeah, she beat Lupita Godinez, but she lost to Lemos and Andrade before that. So, yeah, she hasn't really proved herself in that mid-tier of the strawweight division just yet. Jessica Andrade sitting at number 4. And Amanda Lemos sitting at number 5. So sorry, she hasn't defended that top spot. She's still in that mid tier. So give her a mid tier like Ricci. Let her fight for the mid tier spot. During Ricci. It makes sense to me. But yeah, those are the 2 fights for those girls. Yeah, that's all I see in the future. Jandiroba Xionan, and I see During Ricci. I would love both those fights. Those fights should be made next. But we'll see what remains. Now, the rest of this UFC Macau card, it was damn good. It was a damn good card. I woke up at 4:30. I had just missed the Loner Kavanaugh fight, but I woke up and I placed some bets, and they didn't all go well for me. Maybe I wasn't thinking straight that early in the morning. Didn't have my nutrients as much. I was waiting for the stream that we did at 6 a.m. to really enjoy all of that. But it was a really good card. There was a lot of finishes. Let's go over the card. Shall we? Muslim Salikov defeated Song Kanan KO. Spinning wheel kick. One of the best wheel kicks I've seen by a 40-year-old man in my lifetime. The only people that do that are like, did Glover do it? Muslim Salikov, thank you for a kung fu finish. Wow. Round 1, 3 minutes and 49 seconds. Song Kanan, a very good opponent, stays in there with a lot of tough guys. And for Muslim Salikov to get him out of there like that, he still got some in the tank. And I'd match him up accordingly. I wouldn't match him up with these fringe guys anymore. I'd match him up accordingly. Like the Santiago Ponzinibbio fight, that made a lot of sense now in retrospect. Those guys are at a similar level. They still got a lot left in that tank. One of them getting finishes, the other not so much. But yeah, in retrospect, that fight made a lot of sense. I mean, Muslim Salikov showing a lot of wins, only losing to people like Li Zhongliang, Nicholas Dalby, Randy Brown, gas tank guys. He's an old man. What are we going to do? He's 40 years of age. I'm early 30s and I'm wheezing to take out the trash myself. So I get it. 40 years old. My Lord. But yeah, makes sense. Muslim Salikov, really good win. I look for him to, I don't know if he retired, but I looked to him to get another good fight in after this. I wasn't listening with the sound on. I always listen with the sound off. So I may have missed something there in that form of news, but I wish Mikey Musumeci would go to MMA. But anyways, Gabriela Fernandez defeats Wang Kang. Technical submission, rear naked choke, round 2. Killing all of our parlays in the process. More to come on that later. Gabriela Fernandez basically put these motherfucking hands right on Wang Kang's chin. Had her all delirious, throwing crazy strikes with her chin high in the air. Hit her with another one. Put her down. Threw her to her face. Sliced her arm in under her neck. And choked her until the referee pulled her off. Absolutely decimating a minus 1,000 favorite by the time the fight started. Plus 750, probably a plus 1,300 underdog by the time the fight ended. Gabriela Fernandez did what some degenerate bettors dream of, coming through as the biggest dog on the card. What a win for her. Now, her career hasn't been that great, but a win like that over a streaking, bright, shooting star prospect like Wang Kang, she's going to get herself a nice fight next. And Wang Kang, She's going to get slow pushed now. Real slow pushed. We were looking at her like an Izzy or a Pereira. Now we're looking at her like a Gokhan Saki. Yeah. So now I'm even looking at her like a Robelis Despania right now. That's how I'm feeling because of the fortunes that I lost on Saturday morning. So yeah, let's move past that. But great win for Fernandez. Horrible loss for Wang Kong. Got beat up on the feet and choked out. Looked terrible in that round too. She was winning the fight too, handily. She was outstriking her, making her look bad, making her look like she didn't even know how to strike until the big one landed. And that's MMA, and that's why we love it. Carlos Ulberg defeated Volkan Ozdemir. Unanimous decision. 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. I had this going by TKO in round 2 or 1. I did not see this going the distance. I'm surprised that nobody got knocked down. There was a lot of blood, but I'm surprised nobody got put out. They were both throwing big, landing big at times. But hey, Carlos Ulberg comes out with the decision. He decided to strike with a striker, and more often than not, the striker's going to win. I thought Volkan was going to implement his clinch game more, use the fence more like he likes to use. He likes to push him up against the fence, and then off the break, he likes to land that leaping left hook or the step away left hook. He loves that left hook. But he didn't get it going. He didn't quite put enough strikes together in a sequence against Carlos Ulberg to get the finish. He did maybe steal a round, possibly two. On the judges' scorecards, he only stole one. But yeah, it was a Carlos Ulberg fight, and I saw it as such. Congrats to Carlos Ulberg. Volkan Ozdemir takes a little step back here, unfortunately. But Carlos Ulberg at number 10 gets to probably take Volkan's number 8 spot and look upwards at a Krylov, at a Khalil Roundtree fight, at a Rakic fight. Plenty of options above him. Johnny Walker is right there in between them. Who knows? It's a good fight for anyone. I would love to see that Johnny Walker, Carlos Ulberg. Didn't that happen, though? Right? Nope. Never happened. I'd love to see that. Johnny Walker, Carlos Ulberg. Let's make that next. He has to fight under him, but hey, why are we pushing him quick? He didn't look like he was amazing everywhere. Even on the feet, he didn't look amazing. So, yeah, let's get him a fun fight next. Johnny Walker is that fun fight. And Volkan Ozdemir definitely got to defend the spot. So I'd say Mirzakhanov, Dominic Reyes, Anthony Smith, any of the sort. Even Guskov. Even Guskov is an option. But yeah. Actually, one more fight on the main card. Zhang Mingyang defeated Ozzy Diaz, TK, elbows, and punches. This guy, Zhang Mingyang, has most of his wins in the first round. And for some reason, I didn't bet that. I just decided to bet money line. For some reason, I just failed to see these obvious props and take them on a whim. I mean, it was probably, the odds weren't great enough. They're probably like plus 400, but still. Definitely should have took something on that. But Zhang Mingyang did what he does, and he knocked him out. He looked good doing it. He's going to get a good fight next. Not a ranked opponent, but a good fight next. And let's quickly go over the road to UFC finishes and, road to UFC fights and the rest of the card. So the prelims, Yusu Young defeated Bear Gang Gialisi. Unanimous decision, 30-27, 30-27, 29-28. Solid fight. I really had Bear Gang, but Bear Gang really just couldn't work off his back, kept getting taken down and kept staying there. And Yusu Young would land a big strike because Bear Gang was very hesitant to land strikes because he was so worried about the takedowns, therefore. So, decent fight at bantamweight, but Young comes out with a victory. At flyweight, Choi Dong-hoon defeats Kira Singh Sota. KO. Round 1, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Now, I was about to text Luke as this fight was going on that Sahota looks like shit. I was literally at the eye, about to click T and press send. The reason was Singh was standing with his chin so high up in the air as a tall fighter. Very tall, very skinny fighter. And for you to be winging your shots very wide and standing up straight like that, you were asking to get knocked out with a hook, my friend. Either a hook or a big overhand. You were asking for it. And literally, that's why I was about to text him. And before I could even send the text, he got knocked out. So, yeah. I saw that. I wanted to put a live bet on that, but I didn't have time, obviously. And that's how the fight went. And then Ming defeats Feng Xiaokang. Head kick, round 3, 46 seconds. In a fight she was losing. She was losing both those first 2 rounds. And she pulled out that finish in that 3rd round, injuring her opponent so badly that they came back from the commercial break. They were still tending to her, had to take another commercial break. And then they got her out of the octagon. They had to stretch her out with a yellow brace around her neck. And then throughout the night, they were giving us updates on her, just saying that she was still in the hospital. That's how bad this KO was. Yeah, I would go back and watch it. It's pretty spectacular. But out of respect to the fighter, I wouldn't run it up too much. But yeah, Ming, big head kick. Apparently she's a doctor, and apparently her parents don't know that she fights MMA. They're not in that fight sphere at all, and the people that they know don't participate or enjoy that form of entertainment. So she feels as though they will never find out about her. Might be a weird Monday for you. Social media about to be buzzing with that KO. Might find out. Yeah. I mean, some kid down the street about to blow your spot up. Just saying. He saw that and he's like, yo, I see that. She's my pediatrician. So enjoy that. Carlos Hernandez, the favorite, beats Niam Jargal, Tumendembrel. That was a tough one. Split decision, 29-28, 28-29, 29-28. He almost got robbed there. They gave him that split. I thought he won the fight pretty handily. I mean, he did get dropped kind of at the end of round 2. And Tumendembrel was putting some hands on him in round 3, but I think Carlos Hernandez pulled it off. And he deserved that win. I'm glad to see him get a good win. He's been fighting some hammers recently. I mean, he's one of those guys that had to fight Peyton Talbot, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, good for Carlos Hernandez. Loner Kavanaugh did what he does. He defeated Jose Ochoa, unanimous decision, 30-27, 29-28, 29-28. Very fun fight. Those guys were, throwing hands, evading each other, showboating a little bit. I'll go back and watch that fight. Loner Kavanaugh, a prospect on the rise. Look to see him get a good matchup next. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fast, but he was looking good. I think he's Hawaiian and English. But he was putting it on him, man. And good to see a nice prospect getting a nice decision victory, getting some octagon time under their belt. I love to see that. Xiaolong defeats Kang Lee, KO punch, round 3. It was decent. I believe he was losing the fight and then landed the strike early to put him down. It looked like a hook to me, and then just finish off some strikes on the ground. And then Nicholas Mata defeats Mayahate Hayes. Bro. Mashate, that's all I'm saying. I'm not even trying. 30-27 across the board. I call that as a plus 200 dog. Mata's always in every fight he's ever been in. He makes it tough for any opponent. So I just didn't see Mashate, a fighter that lost most of the fights that he had in the UFC and didn't look great in most of them. I just didn't see him beating up Mata like that. So I had Mata, and Mata got the win. And that completes my UFC Fight Night Macau results. Off to boxing. I don't really have anything for boxing. So let's just quickly go over the schedule that we have left. Quickly. Because there ain't too much to talk about, really. Key dates coming up. December 7th. Phoenix, Arizona on ESPN Plus. We have Emmanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. 12 rounds for Navarrete's WBO junior lightweight title. December 21st, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. DAZN pay-per-view. We have Alexander Usyk taking on Tyson Fury, 12 rounds for Usyk's undisputed heavyweight championship. And December 24th, the day before Christmas, in Tokyo, Japan, we have the title fight, Naoya Inoue versus Sam Goodman, not to be confused with Saul Goodman. 12 rounds for Inoue's undisputed junior featherweight championship. We have some very nice fights in December coming up. Put a bow on that, baby. I'm excited. And normally I'm excited for this segment. Normally I'm buzzing. I'm ready to go because of my wins in MMA. Today wasn't those weeks. I got it back though, but today wasn't. This week wasn't one of those weeks. It's this week's wins. This week's wins. This week's wins. This week's. Yeah, man. This week's wins. It was we had a problem week. I'm not gonna lie. We started off hot, so let me show you. We started off with some Nicholas Mata. Boom. You know, I put that in before I went to bed. I wish I left the time on there so you could have seen it, but I put that in before I went to bed, probably around 1, 2 a.m. I was like, this guy's gonna bring back the money. He's gonna triple the money. So I just put a quick 10 spot on Nicholas Mata. Easy Mata win, baby. Easy. Didn't have to worry. I woke up during the Loner Kavanaugh fight. I was like, oh, damn. Let's go. Obviously didn't put a fight on the second fight of the night, Zhao Long or Kang Lee. And then I woke up during Loner Kavanaugh, Jose Ochoa. I stayed away from Hernandez, Tumen Dembarel. Lost on Feng Xiaoqian. Tough beat. And then lost on Sahota. I was losing everywhere, okay? I lost on the entire prelims after that. I should have just stayed asleep, if we're being honest. But then, my boy, Zhang Ming Yang, let's go. $25, both apps. I mean, small returns. It's all good, though. Small returns, but it's all good. You know, something light to get back a little bit from all my losses on the prelims. Hellacious losses on the prelims, by the way. I should have just not betted on the prelims. I didn't know anybody. Why was I betting money? I had no idea. I didn't watch Road to UFC, so why was I betting money on these guys? I should have just enjoyed it, waited for the main card like I planned with Luke. But no, I was a dummy. And you got to learn from your bad habits. You got to learn from these mistakes, and we will. We will. When we don't know anything about these people, we stay away. But Zhang Ming Yang did us good. And then we moved on to the rest of the card. We lost on Olberg. Of course, I went with Ozdemir. I liked the odds on it. Had to do it. He ended up losing. So whatever. That fight was a huge question mark for me anyways. Gabriela Fernandez, Wang Kong. I'm sure everyone lost on that unless you're degenerate and put the money on Gabriela Fernandez, which in retrospect, I wish I did. But you know me. I was a big Kong guy. I almost said Wang guy. That would have been very sus. I'm a big Kong guy, so you know, it was tough to see. It was a tough beat. And I had Salikov in the parlay. More to come a little later on that. But yeah. My girl. Yan Xionan. 25 on her to win by decision. Both apps. Bring the money home, girlfriend. Bring the money home. That's what I like to see. Yan Xionan by points. Let's go. A little 25 spots. Bringing back 45, 48. A little something light. And that would be the last time I won that night. Because as you know, I put the bets on Figueiredo. I had the parlay in. And the parlay didn't go so hot. Let's go over it, shall we? Let's go over it. Start on FanDuel. Loner Kavanaugh, Zhang Ming Yang, Muslim Salikov, Yan Xionan, plus 350, boosted to plus 387 through 75. This was the parlay I gave out to the people. This was the parlay that was supposed to hit for the 5th week in a row. It was supposed to hit for the 5th week in a row. And the biggest fucking favorite on the card, Kong Wang Kong. You fucked us. You fucked us and you fucked us good. Oh, you fucked us. We were supposed to make $350 on that. On both apps. You're supposed to make $350 on both apps, y'all. That would have been a $700 card right there. Even if I had lost all the prelims, I was supposed to bring that back. And the biggest favorite on the card cooked us. Absolutely sous vide'd me in my own juices. It's tough to see, man. It's tough to see. I was so tight. I was so tight after that. I was so sad. If you go back to the main card minute stream, you can see the vibes were down. The vibes were way down. Fuzzy Dunlop in the house doing good work, Gav. Appreciate you, my dog. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. But yeah, took a fat L on that. Took a real fat L. It was rough. It was rough. It was sad. And I had to go about the rest of my day after that L too. I had to just fester in these L's. I just look. I had to fester in that, and then I had to fester in that. I had to fester in that, and then I had to fester in that. It was a net minus 250, minus 300 Saturday morning. Minus 200, minus 300 net Saturday morning. It was a tough one. Tough pill to swallow. But you know me, I sleep on those L's. I fester in that fucking L. I swim in that shit like a shark. And I come back stronger on Sunday. I make Sunday my fucking bitch. You heard? So that's why you don't get the this week's L's graphic with Wang Kong on top like I did to my boy Rob Wilkinson earlier this year. You don't get that this week. You know why? Because I made Sunday my bitch. You heard? Basketball, football, didn't matter what the fuck it was. I was turning cash into more cash, baby. Let's get into it. Boom. 25 on Tatum, 20 Edwards, 15 Randall, 10 White, 25 Brown. Turn my 50 into 350. I just got all that money back from that Saturday card in one shot. Boom, baby. On my favorite team, the Celtics. Let's go. And you know my crazy ass. Of course I did it on both apps. Of course I did it on both apps. Oops. Too soon. Of course I did it on both apps. Yeah. Another 312. So now we're positive. Now we're back in the game. Now we're back in the motherfucking game, baby. Okay. But let me put another one in. Boom. 15. Turn back 650. Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, Derek White with some threes attached. With the threes attached. I know. I'm still the GOAT. If you want to tail my parlays on basketball, football, you should follow the green parlays. I'm not going to give you a graphic, but if you're watching and you're lucky enough to see that, I post stories with some of these that I put out. So if you want to make some fucking money, follow at the green parlays. But besides that, basketball number 1 on FanDuel. Basketball number 2 on FanDuel. If you do the math, that's $1,000 on one game. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I had to do it on DraftKings too. Yeah, I did. And you see that number at the top, baby. I know you fucking see it. 420 all day. All motherfucking day, baby. Let's bask in it. Let's fucking bask in it, shall we? I got time. Morning combat starts in 15 minutes, 13 minutes. Don't worry. You got time. Let's check it. Jaylen Brown, 3 threes. He hit 5 to start the game. Derek White, 12 points. Randall, 20. Brown, 25. Edwards, 25. Tatum, 25. 4 threes, 3 threes, 3 threes. $420, baby. That's right. That's how much we made. That's why you got that. Yeah. So I made $2,000 off one game yesterday. Yep. That's how I do. And you know me, I don't quit when I'm ahead. I go out and get some more. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's my second job. It's probably my primary source of income now. Shit. But I stuck around for football Sunday. I said, you know what? Matthew, you know what? Jalen, Saquon, Tyron, Dallas, give me some money, boys. AJ, give me some money. 200 yards and a touchdown for both Jalen and Stafford, and then the rest you see here, turning 30 into 150. Yeah, that's why it's not this week's sales. That's why it's this week's wins. I know it's not MMA, but hey, I couldn't call it an L week because it simply wasn't. I had to show you. So yeah, that was this week's episode of this week's wins. Not exactly what you wanted to see, because if you tailed, you took L's, and I promise I will make it back to you this week. We shouldn't have lost like that on Wang Kong. We simply shouldn't have lost like that on the biggest favorite of the card. So I owe you guys this week. I owe you a nice one. I owe you 2 nice parlays to hit. Honestly, I got to make you a nice high risk and a nice low risk, and we going to deliver. I'm coming back with a vengeance. So yeah, that was this week's wins. Dave Sanding in the house. How's taxes on your winnings? I don't pay taxes. Come on, Dave. Come on. Maybe I would. Honestly, I might have to this year. The way I'm winning this year, I might have to pay taxes on some of these wins. I might have to do it. Lazy bet in the house. Let's go. What's good? Welcome, guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna get you out before we go. Morning comments in 10 minutes. I know. I'm aware. I got you. Dave's like, this motherfucker. I know. Hey, this year I might have to. I'm making a lot of money this year. I'm betting. I'm probably end up down or barely up most years, so it's negligible. But this year was a big win year. October was a big month, and it looks like November about to be a big month. If I can squeeze out one more good week before it ends. If PFL on Friday could get me right, I could squeeze out a good one. What was it? The last day of November, 29th? One of the last days of November? Yeah. We could turn this month into a fat win if we just focus on this Friday. So we got something good coming for PFL. Hopefully the odds don't screw us too much. DraftKings. Talking to you, DraftKings. Chill with those goddamn odds. It's freaking minus 800s, minus 600s. I can't make parlays like this. Okay? What am I supposed to make it with dogs? That's lunacy. Give me some good odds, please. Closer to 200s. I'll take some 3s, but 200s, please. God damn. Let a man win. Ugh. Speaking of PFL, let's get into some PFL picks. Let's get into some PFL picks, shall we? Shall we? I'm not going to go over this crazy, giant, stupidly crazy card, but I'm going to give you 2 names on the prelims. 3, I'll give you 3. 3 names on the prelims, and then we'll do the main card. 3 names I think you should bet on the prelims. Number 1, Costello Van Steenis. Strong grappler. Powerful. Putting the hands together. Stringing wins together. Watch out for that guy. Normally, I would say Jose Perez. If you know me, you know I'm a fan of Jose Perez. But he's going up against Asael Ajuj, who is another up-and-coming prospect. Good prospect fight there. Check that fight out. That wasn't my second name, though. My second name is Mansour Barnawi. Everything I said for Costello Van Steenis applies to that man as well. And the last name that I have for you degenerates on this card. Prelim. You ready? Mohsen Muhammad Sefi. Okay? PFL Mania guy. PFL Mania guy. Took out Josh Togo. Watch out for him. Off to the main card. Let's go bottom up. Dennis Goltsov, Oleg Popov. It's heavyweight. Take the fight to not go the distance. Brent Primus, Gadzi Rabadanov. Now, you know me, I'm a big Brent Primus guy. Big Brent Primus guy. Big fan. Big fan of Brent Primus. That being said, he's on a 5-fight not losing streak. He beat Mansour Barnawi. He lost to Usman Nurmagomedov, but it was overturned to a no contest because of the banned substance on Nurmagomedov. Defeats Bruno Miranda, rear naked choke. Solomon Renfro, near rear naked choke. Clay Collard decision. Gadzi Rabadanov, 31 years of age, much younger fighter, 23-4, has only lost once by sub, 2 by knockout, once by decision. On a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fight win streak. Taking out Dufour by KO, Daniel Carey by KO, and Solomon Renfro, Bobby King, and JJ Wilson by unanimous decision. The others are negligible. No offense to them. Elvin Espinosa. Brent Primus is going up against another fellow grappler / submission guy. With hands, though. I just don't favor him in this fight. But I think he can last and go the distance. So that's probably my bet for this fight. I'm probably going to take Primus. He's probably going to be a dog. I could take a look at if he's a dog for you quickly. I got 5 minutes left to get you guys out before morning combat. PFL. Stop fucking with me, man. Get the fuck over here. You need a section up top. All right, here we go. Scrolling. I don't even see it here. Did I get canceled? Oh, no. I don't see it here. Let me refresh this. Did that get canceled? I don't know. Whatever. Shamil Musayev, Magomed Umutov. I'm a Musayev guy. But Umutov is a beast. I think that fight goes the distance. Let's be honest. I think that fight goes the distance. Impa Kasanganai over Dovletstan, Yagshi Murdov. I'm a big Impa guy. Dovletstan does look good. He looks good for the size, all that, but Rob Wilkinson is not Impa Kasanganai, okay? Impa's a beast. He could take the fight anywhere. He could decision you. He can knock you out. Also, my girl Dakota. We don't go against Dakotas around here. Hold up. Where is it? I got something for you guys. It's not quite a Dakota Decheva shirt, but I'll be wearing this on Friday. More than likely. God damn it, I'm breaking the closet and shit. Where the fuck is it? Oh, no. It's going to be an epic fail. It's got to be here. It's got to. Come on. There it is. Is that it? Yep. There it is. All right. Dakota all day. It's my girlfriend on the shirt. But Dakota, this isn't Dakota Decheva. This is my girlfriend, Dakota. But I'll be wearing Dakota shirt on Friday because we ride with Dakota all day out here. She's been making us money for years now. Okay? Dakota Decheva for the win. Every bet, Dakota Decheva. I don't care if you like Talia Santos. Dakota Decheva. Okay? It's Dakota Decheva's time. It's her time. Undefeated. She's about to be 14-0 after she beat Santos. Dakota Decheva all fucking day. You heard it here. And then my last bet of the night, I'm taking Tamir Khizriev over. Brandon Loughnane. Grappling is just going to be too much. Lougnane's not going to be able to land the strikes that he wants. He may do it late if he does it. But I think it's just going to be too much for the guy. It's just going to be too much. I think Khizriev is about to be champ. And those are my bets. Honestly, bet Brent Primus. Fuck it. We're taking Brent Primus. If you could bet him and if the fight's on, Bet Brent Primus. I'm taking Brent Primus. I don't care. Hell yeah, Team Dangerous Dakota. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Team Dakota all day. Team Dakota all day. Let's go. I'm excited for Friday. Cheers, Dave. Cheers. Let's fucking go. You'll see me on the main card minute stream. Let me put the QR code up so you guys can go subscribe, go check out the channel. We will be live. We might do the whole card, honestly. There's a lot of fights. We'll see what Luke wants to do. We might do the whole card. But main card minute this Friday, PFL 10, Saudi Arabia. Arabia? What the fuck's wrong with me? Saudi Arabia. We will be live. Come check us out. Come through. Show some love. Again, I'll be putting parlays out on the channel. One More Round Fights is where you'll see the graphics. YouTube, I'll put them out. Instagram, I'll put them out. All that. If you got some wins, send them to onemoreroundfights@gmail.com. Shout out to our sponsor, w.gg. Use promo code One More Round for 10% off. Any other sponsors, hit me up. I like free shit. You already know the spiel. I like free shit. Hit me up. But anyways, that does it for me. I'm going to watch Morning Combat. You should too. Check us out next week. I will be live next Sunday. The only reason I wasn't, as you saw, needed a mental health weekend after that hellacious Saturday. So we did it and we turned it all the way around, baby. Let's fucking go. But I'll see you guys on Friday for the main card minute stream, Sunday for the One More Round live chat stream. And as always, enjoy the fights.